Hello everybody, my name is Kodansha18 and welcome back to another manga video. This time I'm going to be showing you my manga collection, since people from my January manga haul have requested it and I will be gladly obliged to provide it to you. I don't know if that's the right wording, but hey ho. So yeah, I'm currently sitting at 800 plus volumes. I have collected a total of 825 volumes. This is not including March's haul, so spoilers, I'm not even going to say how much volumes I've collected, but there we go. You're going to see fairly soon, because I'm awaiting a manga to be coming next week, and yeah, I'm excited for it. But hey ho, I've got two shelves. I've got one right here, which is the shelf I record from, and I've got one right in front of me, which has my tall manga. And I got these when I moved to where I currently am, and I'm excited to show you my collection. So, without further ado, let's try and get this in one video, because I have about 40 minutes full of recording time, so hopefully I'll be able to get everything, and if not, I'll try and split up. So here we go. I should also mention that my manga collection is organized in a way that it is alphabetical by publisher and alphabetical by title from that publisher. So from the top shelf we start off with Hatsune Miku Unofficial Hatsune Mix by K. This is by Dark Horse. Yeah, if you like Vocaloid, I do recommend it. It's pretty good. Then we've got Makoto Yukimura's debut manga, which is Planetess 1 and 2, containing volumes 1 to 4, and that is complete. The second omnibus was a bitch to get, excuse my language, but it was because obviously Dark Horse are useless with their publishing. It was very hard to come across, but I eventually got it, and yeah, I'm really happy I did. And next up I have Rig Veda by Clamp. Numbers 1 to 3 containing volumes 1 to 10. That is complete. One of my favourite Clamp titles, in my personal opinion. It's really good. Then we go to DC Comics. We have Batman, the Jiro Kuwata Batmanga, 1 to 3 complete. Pretty good. It's my oldest manga because it was first published in 1966. And it was published in English about 10 years ago or so. But yeah, it's pretty good. Then we've got my first yaoi manga here. We have Camera, 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 volumes 1 and 2 complete. But this is by Juné. Not much else to say about that. Then we've got like an original English language manga I'm considering as one. It's Awkward by Svetlana Chmakova. She actually did another work that's in my collection you'll see soon. And that's by JY, which is like a subsidiary of Yen Press. And then up here we have my first Kodansha title, which is Die Vergelder, Omnibus 1, containing volumes 1 and 2. And that's it for this little part. Let's go and skip to the next part, which is in front of here. And kicking off in the next bit in this row here, we have Die Vergelder number 2, so volumes of 3 to 4. This is by the same person that made Blade of the Mortal, which I really need to get apparently, so yeah. And then we've got EGF, a graphic memoir of the Fukushima nuclear power plant, which is a one-shot 3-in-1 omnibus. Very informative. The mangaka actually took part in the cleanup operation for it, so pretty inspiring stuff. Then we have Neo Parasite F and M, which is basically short stories based on Parasite by Hitoshi Iwaaki. And then we've got, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, volumes 1 to 3. I want to give this a second chance because I'm not really into it. It's the sort of thing I would probably enjoy because it's hilarious, apparently, and it's based on fantasy role-playing games. And I really need to get into it more because even though I've read those 3 volumes, I wasn't really impressed, but I should definitely give it a chance if I could. Then we've got my favourite manga of all time, Vinland Saga, books 1 to 4, number 5 up here, and on this side we have number 6. So that is that for this row, and if we go further down here, we can carry on. We've got 7 to 10 of Vinland Saga, so that is up to date. And if I remember correctly, number 11 is coming out in November, so hype, so much hype. I'm really looking forward to it. Then we go to my only last Gasp manga, which is Manga Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. I got this from one of my ex-partners, and I haven't read it yet. I should. I mean, I don't like Shakespeare myself, but I've heard there's quite a few of these manga. There's like 12 or something like that, or maybe less. There's a few manga in this series, and yeah, I should really get them and read them, even though I don't like Shakespeare. Then we've got Barefoot Gen. This is my only self-made hero manga in my whole collection, volume 1. I picked this up because it looked interesting. It was in a memoir style. I've not read it yet, although I should. And on to my 7 Seas titles. We have Alice in the Country of Hearts, the Clockmaker story, a one-shot based on the Alice in the Country of Hearts story, well, game series and that. Then we have Alice in the Country of Hearts, the Mad Hatter's Late Night Tea Party, volume 1. I got both of these Alice in the Country of Hearts manga in a second-hand shop, thrift shop, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm quite happy. Then, by the same people that made Alice in the Country of Hearts, I have Crimson Empire, Circumstances to Serve a Noble. Volume 1, I got this in an eBay haul. Funnily enough, you'll see a lot of these in this video, so yeah. And next up we have Cutie Honey, the classic collection in this beautiful hardcover omnibus. It is so good. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, please do. It's incredible that they're actually bringing up manga from the 70s back into publication, but it is very beautiful. And then I've got Devilman, the classic collection, number 1 and 2, complete. Yeah, they're very good stories. I prefer Devilman over Cutie Honey for obvious reasons, but yeah, I do like it. And up here is a bit of a sequence break, as I call it, because Dance in the Vampire Bund would have went here, but because of space restraints and that sort of thing, I had to put it up here. So this is Dance in the Vampire Bund, Omnibus 1, containing volumes 1 to 3. I got this in the same eBay haul. I got Crimson Empire and a lot of other manga that you'll see soon. And up there is going to my Titan books / Titan Comics manga. We've got My the Psychic Girl volumes 1. And if we go into the next bit, so we continue on here. We've got My the Psychic Girl volumes 2 to 4, and that is actually complete. I got them on eBay, and it's actually, from what I've researched, one of the very first manga that was translated into English. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to have it. And this is what I mean by Titan Comics, because this is by Titan Books. This is Titan Comics. It is Sherlock, A Study in Pink, The Blind Banker, and The Great Game. As far as I know, even though I've never watched the show, it is the first season complete. And I think they're making more for the second one. I don't know when it's being released, so yeah. Then next up we have 20th Century Boys, the Perfect Edition, number 1 and 2, containing volumes 1 to 4. That's up to date. Volume 3 will be coming out soon. When I get that, I'm probably going to start reading it to give myself a bit of indication if I like it or not. Because now we're on Viz titles, by the way. And we've got All You Need Is Kill, with art provided by Takeshi Obata. Very good one-shot, if I do say so myself. Biomega Volume 1, one of my only Tsutomu Nihei's work. I need to get the other volumes and binge read it. There's only 6, so yeah. Then we've got Black Lagoon Volume 1. I need to get more volumes of this. I've seen several volumes of it in Forbidden Planet, so I'll probably pick them up if I get them. And then I've got Children of the Whales, volumes 1 to 3. I need to get more volumes of this as well. I think it's up to volume 8 now. And I'm very far behind, and it's a really good series. Then, one of the very first manga I ever read, and actually the very first one I completed, it is Death Note, the Black Edition, 1 and 2. Up here is 3 and 4. And here we have 5 and 6. So that's volumes 1 to 12 complete. And we'll go down to the next row now. And we carry on. We've got Fire Punch, volumes 1 to 3. This manga left me a bit uncomfortable after reading volume 2. So I put it off for the time being. I might pick it up again. I don't know. It's going to be finished soon, so that's a bonus for me, I guess. Then we've got Fragments of Horror, story compilation by Junji Ito. And then we've got another one, Frankenstein. The first half is basically the whole Frankenstein story as retold by Junji Ito. And then after that, the second half is short stories, which is pretty freaky. That's pretty cool. I love Junji Ito. Then we've got Gangsta, volumes 1 to 7 up to date. Volume 8 is coming out soon if it's not out already. I could be wrong. Then we've got a spin-off series, Gangsta Cursed, EP Marco Adriano, volumes 1 to 3. Volume 4 recently came out, so I think it's the last volume in the Gangsta Cursed, so we'll see. Then we've got Golden Kamui, volumes 1 and 2. I need to get more volumes of this because it's a good series. It's a really good series. I was recommended to read it and I'm liking it so far. Then we've got Goodnight Pun Pun by Inio Asano, my only work by him. I need to get more. Well, it's not volume 1, it's Omnibus 1, it's contain volumes 1 and 2, but it's pretty good, yeah. And then up here we've got Gyo, which is one of Junji Ito's best known stories, and yeah, it's pretty freaky, but I love it. And we go forward into the next row, we have Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 1, numbers 1 to 3, complete. This is about 5 volumes of like the original release, so yeah, I have seen the second part in complete format in Forbidden Planet, so I might get them soon. And then we've got Mobile Suit Gundam, Thunderbolt, volumes 1 and 2. Both of these I got for free because of my loyalty card with Waterstones, which is a bookshop here in the UK that stocks a good variety of manga, sometimes. Then we've got Neon Genesis Evangelion, volumes 1 to 14 complete. I've only read up to volume 6, I should get back into it, but I keep on putting other things in front of it, so. Then we've got a new release, it's Ran in the Grey World, volume 1. It's pretty good so far. I mean, I'm looking forward to collecting more volumes when they come out, so hopefully it'll still stay enjoyable. And then we've got Resident Evil, The Marhawa Desire, volumes 1 to 5 complete. This is a prequel to Resident Evil 6, which is, in my opinion, the second worst game in the whole series. But it's still a very good game and read. Very artistically nice and stuff. Then we've got Ruby by Shiro Miwa. I didn't really like this because I've not watched the show Ruby, so I probably had no idea what was going on. It just seemed a bit too rushed, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. Then we've got another story collection by Junji Ito. It is Shiver, which is obviously some short stories, and yeah, pretty disturbing. And here we have The Legend of Zelda 4-Sword Legendary Edition. Legend of Zelda is my favourite video game franchise of all time. And if we go to the next shelf here, we've got other Legend of Zelda Legendary Editions. We've got Majora's Mask and A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, and The Minish Cap and Phantom Hourglass. Thankfully, my favourite Zelda game is covered in this manga, so yeah, A Link to the Past. It's pretty good. And next up, we have Tokyo Ghoul, volumes 1 to 13. And up here we've got volume 14, so that is complete. And then we've got the sequel, which is Tokyo Ghoul Re, volumes 1 and 2. But have I got it complete? Let's have a look. Sadly, I've not got to complete or even up to date. I've only got up to volume 3, so there's that. I haven't even read it, so I probably should, because Tokyo Ghoul is pretty good. They've got a couple more Junji Ito works. We have Tomie, which is my least favourite, but still very, very good main story by Junji Ito. And then we've got Uzumaki, and it's my favourite one, actually. And yeah, I got Gyo Tomie and Uzumaki at the beginning of last year, and oh my god, I love horror. And he just enhanced my liking for it. It was just fantastic to look at. Anyway, next to that we have Vagabond, one in the Viz Big edition, numbers 1 to 5, containing volumes 1 to 15. And I need to get the 6th one because 7, 8, and 9 are in Forbidden Planet, and I really want them, but they don't have them every time I go in, and I'm just so mad because I want to take advantage of the 3 for 2 offer, so yeah. And now going on to my Yen Press titles, we have Alice in the Country of Hearts, the first omnibus, which contains volumes 1 and 2. Sadly, I think the omnibuses are out of print, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this series. I mean, it was okay. I picked it up because I love Alice in Wonderland. It's one of my favourite stories, but I don't know how to feel. I want to read another volume or two. I know there's only like 6 or 7 volumes, but I really should. So, yeah. And carrying on here, we have Corpse Party Blood Covered Omnibus 1. Yeah, I need to get... There's the last 4... Well, not the last 4, but the other 4 omnibuses of this are very well in print, and I really, really want to get them, but I keep on putting it off, so... Curse me! But, yeah. And I've got my only Yoshiki Tonogai work, which is the first omnibus of Doubt. It's pretty weird, but it's pretty spooky as well, so... Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And over here we have Forbidden Scrollery Volume 1, which is actually a Toho manga. If you don't know Toho, it's like a bullet hell shooter game. I haven't read it yet. I want to get more volumes. I think there's like 4 or 5 volumes out right now. And then we've got the Fruits Basket Collector's Edition, Omnibus 1. And down here, we have the second and third one. So that's volumes 1 to 6. I should get more volumes of it. This is actually one of my favorite shoujo manga of all time. So that's interesting for me to see, even though I've only read 6 volumes and like everything is in print for me to get. But yeah, that's just me. Then we've got Ibitsu by Haruto Ryo, which is a very good horror manga, and it's a one-shot as well, so yeah. And here's another manga that I've mentioned about the eBay haul, where I got Crimson Empire, Dancing Vampire Band. It's K-On! Volumes 1 to 4, College and High School, and that is actually a complete set, so that was a bonus when I found out that that was complete. So yep, it's one of those like 4-panel comic ones. So I don't know how to feel about it, but it would make for easy reading for me. So yeah, that's it for this bit, and let's go in front of here. Well, we'll continue with the horror theme. We have Shibuya Goldfish, which is one of the best new horrors out there in my opinion. Volumes 1 to 3, and I love this series. It is up to date, and Volume 4 will be coming out in May, June, I don't know, but it'll be coming out later this year obviously. But it's a really, really good horror manga about killer goldfish. Please do check it out if you like that sort of thing. Then we've got Sunshine Sketch Volume 1, which I got in a second-hand shop. And we've got Until Death Do Us Part Omnibus 1, which I got given by a friend. So thanks to them. So that's volumes 1 and 2. And then we've got Wolf Children, Ami and Yuki, which is based on the anime film, novel, whatever, by Mamoru Hosoda. And it's a 3-in-1 omnibus, and it's just so cute. I love it so much. It's pretty good. And then down here, to finish off this tall shelf, we have my other manga that would otherwise not fit in like the shelf. We have Abara, which is my other Tsutomu Nihei work, and it's the complete deluxe edition. There's only 2 volumes in it. I don't think it's worth the price, but I picked it up just to look at it and have a look, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. If you like Tsutomu Nihei's work, you may not be unimpressed with it. So yeah, and my only tall Tokyopop title, and look how big it is compared to Abara. It is Warcraft, the Sunwell Trilogy, which is one of a few original English language mangas I have. I'll show you the front. I think it's here. It is beautiful. It's based on the Warcraft games, and I personally played it when I was younger, but I haven't got back into it for now. But it is huge, and I didn't know it was going to be that huge because it's an Ultimate Edition. And yeah, it's just mad how big it is. I can't believe it, but yeah. Anyway, that is the tall shelf. I know I said I was going to try and get this in one video, but I think I will try and upload this first and then work towards doing my other shelf, because I think it will take a lot, because I've got like 25 minutes of recording time, and I don't think I'll be able to get through all the manga on my other shelf in that time. So I'll leave this part up for now, and I'll see you in the next part, and I'm looking forward to showing you my other manga. It's going to be good. Please, welcome to my new subscribers, as always. You're being awesome as always, and keep up the support, and 20 likes on my February haul has kept me motivated to carry on doing manga videos, so thank you so much everyone for supporting me. Oops, moving myself. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next part where I will show you my standard shelf. So see you then.